let's breathe and then release. Let's breathe and then release. So today we are going to be doing EFT, and that stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. That is tapping. And it was discovered back in the 1970s by a guy named Gary Craig. He simplified it down to EFT. So the emotional freedom technique is something that I often use. And it was introduced to me almost 3 years ago. Back in August of 2020, after I got over COVID, during the process, my anxiety exacerbated. That's what normally happens when you get older if you don't correct it. So I had a therapist, and she was there to help me and guide me through. And she noticed, like, she had put me on leave for work and everything. She could see, at this time it was video, she could see how anxious I was, how nervous I was. So she was like, oh no, we got to bring this down immediately. So tapping brings down any emotion or any feeling that you're feeling immediately. It does it rapidly. It does it faster than a pill or faster than alcohol or, whatever, you name it. So what you do is you hit on all of your pressure points, and you basically say an affirmation. It's kind of like an affirmation. So for me, I struggle with sometimes from health anxiety. So my emotional freedom statement is, I'm anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. So we're going to begin. As you all know, I have my Hertz 432 music on. That's for healing. And I have my diffuser here. Today I am bumping my, what is this? Eucalyptus and lavender. So I'm doing these two things at the same time, in a diffuser. Lavender, like I said in the previous videos, lavender is for calming, and eucalyptus brings down the anxiety. It's a chemical called eucalypto that is inside of the eucalyptus. So guys, what I want you to do is get into a comfortable space, somewhere comfortable, quiet, noisy. I know some of you have children. I know I do, so you may hear them in the background sometimes. But just get in a comfortable space and, sit crisscross applesauce and let your hands be free. And then we will begin. So what we're first going to do is, on the scale of 1 to 10, whatever emotion you're feeling, any negative emotion, what I want you to do is, I want you to rate it from 1 to 10. Okay, we're going to say that right now. Like for me, I'm always thinking about my health, believe it or not. Like, I just want to be healthy. I want to be fit. So for me, I'm like, okay, I'm anxious. We'll just say that. So we're going to say that I'm anxious about my health right now. Okay, so on the scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to say I'm a 5. That's pretty high, but I'm going to say I'm a 5. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get my hands in position. And what I'm going to say is, and start tapping, I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. And what you can do, queens, is cover your eyes, or not cover your eyes, but close your eyes, and just, kind of meditate as you're doing it if you can. So I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. Notice you will be feeling more calm than what you were when you started. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am anxious about my health, but I deeply and truly accept myself. So, queens, how do you feel? Kings and queens, how do you feel? Some of you may be nervous about an upcoming meeting at your job. Some of you may be nervous about, an exam that you have at school. So what that does is you can repeat that for 30 minutes. It brings you down. It really calms the amygdala, because that is what's, reactive during the time of what is it? Fight or flight. Your amygdala, it's an almond-shaped organ. It's in your head, and we really don't have much purpose for it anymore. But back in the day, the cavemen, we had to be on high alert. There's a mountain lion, let's run. So that's why the amygdala is there. If you would like to, you can read up on it. It's called the amygdala. So we also have something called the vagus nerve that runs from our head, our brains down, all the way down into our lower body. And the vagus nerve is what we try to activate. When you're activating that vagus nerve, it instantly calms you. And that's what the tapping does. It instantly calms you. So, I hope that helped you a bit. If you like, we can go through it again. It's something else I wanted to get on here to talk to you all about too. I mentioned a lot my queens and things, and this was a list of 6 tasks that I do and that I would hope that you all do daily. So the first one is to pray for yourself and pray for others. I actually did a YouTube on this. Pray for yourself and pray for others. Mama. Make up your bed. Yes.
Charlie not getting. Okay. Charlie not share a sticker.
Okay, give me 1 second. Mommy is doing her YouTube right now, okay?
Mommy, be noisy.
Yes, don't be noisy. Okay. So what you do is you pray for yourself and others. And when you're praying, you want to be specific. You don't want to just say, I pray to have a good day. Talk about what that day consists of. What is a good day to you? And another thing is you always want to pray for other people. because it's not always about you. You know, you want to send goodness into the world. The second thing is to make up your bed every day. It's something about making your bed up every day. It really does make a difference. You want to lay down in fresh dreams. You want to create fresh dreams. You don't want to lay down in the old ones. And number 3 is to say at least 5 positive things about yourself in the mirror. Affirmations every single day. Okay? That is really important. And then number 4, I want you to write down 5 things. This only takes 3 minutes maybe. Just take a pen. It could be a piece of paper, an envelope, anything, junk mail. Just write down 5 things that you are thankful for every day, and then look at it and then repeat it. Number 5, meditate. Meditate, meditate, meditate. It works wonders. Okay? Meditate at least for 5 minutes. Even if you do it for 1 minute. There's a such thing as 1 minute meditation where you could just like give yourself the time for that 1 minute to just sit calm and just be with yourself. Number 6 is to do something small for yourself, queens and kings. You should be doing something for yourself every single day. Even if it's eating a cookie. Some of you like to play the PlayStation. I know I like to play PlayStation, Call of Duty. I like to read. I like to go for walks. I like to sing on the karaoke. There's so many different things that you can do. It doesn't have to be something big. To do something for yourself every single day. You owe it to yourself, kings and queens. You know, we work hard. We got a lot going on today in the world. So you owe it to yourself to do something for yourself. Okay? So I would like to, that's the queens and things. And of course, once this video goes up, you can always go back to look. I do post this on my Instagram every day, Me Movement, Queens and Things, that's what it's called. And I will, you know, go over it again in my next video. Also, I want to talk about, what is it I want to talk to you all about? I already talked to you all about that. Well, I wanted to do another session with you of tapping because some people missed it. I'll reiterate what I was saying was tapping, it brings down whatever the negative emotion or feeling is. It does it rapidly. And, you know, you can use it for anything, almost anything. So I'll give another example. I have an exam coming up. I am in an accelerated class right now. And I have an exam, I guess maybe next week. So I'm nervous about that exam. So another thing I want to do is we don't want to claim what we are. We don't want to claim the emotion behind it or feeling. So nervousness is present. But when we are doing the emotional freedom technique, we do want to say nervousness, I am nervous, but I deeply and truly accept myself. And you want to make sure you're being specific and talking about what you're nervous about. So I'll go over it with you one more time before we go. Hands in position. I am nervous about my exam, but I deeply and truly accept myself. Now, let's say that my anxiety level is on 10 right now. I'm just nervous. I am nervous about my exam, but I truly and deeply accept myself. I am nervous about my exam, but I truly and deeply accept myself. I am nervous about my exam, but I truly and deeply accept myself. I am nervous about my exam, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am nervous about my exam, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am nervous about my exam, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am nervous about my exam, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am nervous about my exam, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am nervous about my exam, but I deeply and truly accept myself. I am nervous about my exam, but I deeply and truly accept myself. And queens and kings, what you want to do is, it really does work. Give it a try. I know you looking like all you're doing is tapping. Read up on emotional freedom technique. Read up on tapping. It's a lot. In the Army, they use it a lot for the soldiers who suffer from, what is it, post-traumatic stress disorder, and it really works. So tapping really does work. You know, now on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm gonna say my nervousness went down to a 5. I'm not really that nervous about the exam. I'm very calm. It really does calm you. It really does work. Give it some time. Do it for 30 minutes. You will notice. Matter of fact, what I want you to do is, I hope you don't have to experience this, but anytime that you find yourself being upset at someone or yelling or wanting to be mad, just stop and do it and see what it will do for you, because it will lower those negative feelings and those negative emotions. I do it. I'm a firm believer of it. That's like the first go-to that I do when I'm like in an anxious moment. That's what I do. And also deep breathing. You want to do your deep breathing. You breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Breathing works. Because what we're doing now is shallow breathing. When you deep breathe, you're sending that oxygen throughout your entire body, your entire circulatory system, your lymphatic system. You are sending it through your entire body. Every organ in your body is getting a whiff of that deep breathing, and it just feels so good. So at first, when you start to do it, you're going to be like, am I out of breath? It's going to be weird, because naturally you think, oh, if I breathe, you know, my stomach is going to go, you know, up and down. But when you breathe in, your stomach should inflate. When you breathe out, it should deflate. So I will definitely do an exercise on that actually in 2 weeks. That's going to be the next live, to deep breathe, because breathing is so important. I'm going to have all of y'all high off life. Watch me. Next week. No, not next week. 2 weeks from now. Yes. You're going to be on cloud 9 when you get this down pat. Watch. So, queens, I hope you all enjoyed today's session. I hope you all do your queens and things. And I hope you all practice this tapping and incorporate it into your daily routines for when you are upset, anxious, mad, sad. It even works when you're crying. It really does work. And I'm telling you, back when I learned the technique, my anxiety was on level 100. Like, I was so nervous. I was afraid of everything, like after I had COVID, because I was afraid that, you know, something was going to happen. So it scared me, because I had the news and the media and social media and the health department calling me. Are you feeling this? Are you feeling that? You're going to feel this. You can feel that. So it kind of like freaked me out, you know? So I was able to just bring it down thanks to the therapist that I had. I miss her so much. I hope that she watches the YouTubes. Hi, if you do. So tune in 2 more weeks, queens and kings, and we are going to do deep breathing, because that is so very important. And also, I'll give you all an update on this accelerated class and how I did. I'll give you an update soon about that and my nursing journey, nursing school journey. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, do your queens and things, and have a great rest of your evening.